Hello. It's Heather here. I'm 2 minutes late. Just wrapping up on a call with a client. I have my hair doing some funky things right now. We're going to jump into some fun work today. Oh, this hair. Going to wait a second, see if anybody gets in. And if this is the first time seeing this, what you are watching is an energy clearing session. If you are a woman and in my Love Yourself Facebook group, then you can click going on any of the events that I put up for the energy healing. And that will let me know that you want to be included in the energy healings that I do every Thursday at noon. But it's Wednesday, Heather. Yes, because in the US, Thanksgiving is Thursday, and that's tomorrow. So I'm doing one today. So here we are. So next Thursday, we will be back on. So we're going to be working on anything preventing me from loving my family, because most people are going to be spending time with their family, and a lot of people didn't see their family last year. I look like I have horns. And some people are super excited, and some people are like, oh, I liked not being able to see my family. I'm just going to leave that sticking up there. And so we would ultimately, I know everybody would love to be able to have their family not be so annoying. But reality is that we really ultimately want to be able to love and accept them for who they are, because what's causing us conflict in our life with that particular family member is that we don't accept them for who they are. We think they should be different, and reality is they should not. So if you want a little extra help, I gotta find where this is. Let me pull this up. I did a podcast the other day that if you didn't see, and it was all about how to deal, like conscious level stuff on how to deal with annoying family members. So I'm going to put that up here, the link to that. And basically, it was a Facebook Live and podcast, but I'll drop the link to the Facebook Live right here. I'm going to drop that. And hello, Carlene. Much love to you too. Thank you for being here and being so consistent. I appreciate that a ton. So you can go in and listen to that podcast. I forget how long it is, maybe 30 minutes, and I give you some really good tips about what to do to not get annoyed by family members or, other people who are going to be there for the holidays. And there's the not that it's not practical, it's super practical, but the like woo-woo part of it is to do energy work, to release the stuff that's keeping you blocked from actually loving and accepting your family for who they are. And that's what we're going to work today. So let me just pull up my sheet. I had everything online ready to go. I was before I got home with my clients, but sometimes you get lost in the shuffle. Okay, so I'm going to check in and see. And again, this is the group energy work. So if something doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. Anything that does, just listen and be like, do I need to let that go? Maybe. Or be like, that doesn't really resonate. That's not mine at all. But set the intention, right, that you're going to release whatever it is that's preventing you from loving your family as they are. And by family, you can also be like non-family members, just people that you're going to see Thanksgiving, anything that's preventing them from loving family as they are. And so I'm going to check to see what is the energetic charge. Like if there's anything preventing on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 would be there's nothing preventing, 10 would be there's totally a ton of stuff preventing. So what's the energetic charge of this? The energetic charge is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 3. Okay, so that's not bad. So y'all are doing, seems like, at least in this group, not so bad when it comes to family stuff, because we want this to be 0. So I'm going to ask on a scale of 0 to 10, how safe is it to release what's causing this energetic charge? It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is a 4. And we're going to ask, what is causing it. So first, before I dive into that, if you're watching this for the first time, if you've never seen me do energy healing, know that my first reaction to this stuff was, this is a bunch of horse malarkey, and I did not believe it. But I let a friend work on me because I just had nothing else. Like, I tried everything else. And in like 2 weeks, I was like, wow, like something really feels different. And so that's what had me start exploring this. And I started using it with my clients. And this was when I was working as a coach for Tony Robbins. And I was just using it on my own, like with the clients, and they were seeing faster results than we were like just doing coaching, which is the conscious level stuff. And so then I decided I really need to like incorporate this with everybody I work with. So I quit working for Tony Robbins, started my own company, and have been doing that for the past 4 years, combining energy work and coaching. And where I'm getting the information is an app called The Body Code, which is, there's the belief that there's 6 different imbalances. It could be physical, it could be toxins, it could be misalignments, it can be energetic, and within our circuits and systems. And within each of those, it just goes down and just dives down into the body where these things are specifically. It can be mental stuff. So this is where I'm getting it. And muscle testing, if you don't know what muscle testing is, the very, very easy explanation is that you walk into a room and you automatically, your body's like, oh, I don't like this. That your subconscious gave you a message before you even had to ask it, like, oh, is this good? Same as if you walk into a room and you're like, oh, you can feel your shoulders go down and your body just relax. Your subconscious already knew what was going on way before your conscious mind did. And so with muscle testing, we're just testing to see if there's something is weak or strong. And then setting the intention to release it, which again, I know sounds wackadoo, but I don't know, it works. That's all I can say. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how safe is it to release what's causing this energetic charge? We got 4. So what can we release because we want this to be 10? What can we release to get this to a 10? So it's taking us to the skeleton. And when I'm doing this work, again, like I've always said, is that we're doing this as a group. And so when stuff comes up, it's like, so what's coming up right now is the 7th rib. So you're like, well, how are you doing this with this group? You think about the group itself has formed its own body. And the 7th rib on the left side has some trapped emotions. And we're going to dive in and see what the trapped emotions are. Oops. And the trapped emotion of confusion. And then, so we're going to release that. Okay. And another trapped emotion. There's another trapped emotion. Discouragements. And we're releasing that. Another trapped emotion of confusion. And that's it for the trapped emotions in the 7th rib. So we're going to see what else needs to be released so that we can get this to a 10. And there's what's called a no will to energy. And there's a no will to trust others energy. So it's essentially a no will to energy. Sounds exactly what it sounds like, right? It's just like you just have no desire to do this thing. And some of the things may seem like, well, that's, why would I want to do that? But when we're in that, like, I don't have a will to do it. When we're in a fighting energy, that energy blocks us from being able to move forward because we're in this like, nope, I'm not going to do this. So this no will to trust others, right, prevents us from connecting with others. And we have to have wise discernment, right? But if we're not going to trust anybody and we're going to walk around thinking that the world is out to get us, that's what we're going to get. And the same thing, like if we're with our family and we think, oh, well, they're just out to like, to just, hate me and think that I'm not good enough. Well, you're going to keep getting more of that. So I'm going to release that. And is there anything else that needs to be released so we can get this to a 10? And it's going back to another will to energy. And this one's a will to, not a no will to. So it's a will to judge energy, which basically, like, we just have this will. We want to keep judging people, things. So of course we want to get rid of that so that we can love them just as they are, instead of judging them, because judging is essentially saying you should be different than you are. So we're going to release that. Okay, so how safe is it to release what's causing this energetic charge? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what else can we release to get this? Okay, so there is an emotional trauma, and this is interesting, right? Because we're doing it from a group. So is it from, I'm going to check and see if this is from one person in particular, or if it is from, the whole entire group. So let me just check. One person. Okay, so this is one person in particular. And do we need to know when? No. Okay, we need to know who. We need to know who. Okay, so I'm not going to disclose who, but I got to go to the group and let me find it. I gotta go to the group, which might take a second, so give me there. I gotta find the event and it's going. Okay. And I can message the person individually. Okay, so I'm going to message it. It's actually someone who made a comment about stuff. So we're going to release this emotional trauma, and we're all going to just set out the intention to send some love to this person. And what else needs to be released so that we can have this level 10 of safety? Okay. And there is a memory. So there's this memory that is, again, I'm going to check, is this a collective memory, individual? It's a collective, okay? And see what this memory symbolizes. It symbolizes confusion. Release this memory? Yes. Okay, how safe is it to release energetic charge? Okay, so it's safe to release this charge. And for anyone who's watched this before, you know that I always ask first, how safe is it to release it, then how ready? Because when we are not ready to release it, like we're getting what we call a secondary gain from it, then we're going to keep holding on to it, because our body is going to do everything it can to stay in alignment with who we believe ourselves to be. And so we're going to see how ready it is now. Hey, Steph, how are you? So, okay, so how ready is the subconscious body to release it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're at a 6. So what can we release to be able to get this to a 10? So there's another emotional trauma. And is this a collective one? Is this an individual one? So it's another individual one. So let me just go back to the event. Sorry, I got to do a lot of like flipping right now in between my phone and here. So I'm just going down the list. Is this emotional trauma? Okay, so it's around individual. So I'm going to go ahead and release that, and y'all can just set your intentions to send this person love. And release that. And is there something else that we can release that we can get this readiness to a 10? Yes. And there's another, what's called a no will to energy, and the no will to love others. So no will to love our family. We're going to get specific. No will to love family. And is it, I'm going to drill down even more. Is it no will to love a particular family member? Okay, remember this is collective. So is this no will to love mom, love dad? Okay. So no will to love dad. And so again, this is collective. So there might be some people and that have had issues, relationship challenges with their dad. And so we're going to release all of that so that it can be gone and not in this space. Okay. Stop. I'm trying to go and read the comments. No, I can't get my phone to stop. It's not. Trying to go and read the comments. There's me. Okay. That's not doing it. Okay. For some reason. Okay. So, okay. Steph says she's wanting to share it, but the share button doesn't seem to work. Yeah, because this is in the private group, so you can't share it. Well, from my Facebook page, you should be able to share it because I know we're Facebook friends, so you should be able to share it from my Facebook page. Okay, so we got the no will to love dad energy. So we're going to release that. And what else? Okay, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's something else that we need to release. And okay, so the next thing that's coming up is what's called a post-hypnotic suggestion. And a post-hypnotic suggestion is basically something that gets implanted. I think this has come up before. Something that gets implanted into your mind from whether it's a song, whether it's entertainment, like somebody you see TV or somebody saying something over and over and over again. And this suggestion is, I'm unworthy. So we're going to release that. And can I release this? Yes. Okay, so how ready is the subconscious body? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so is there anything else that's preventing this group from releasing anything preventing them from loving their family? No. Okay, so release all the things. Okay, what is the energetic charge of this? Okay, so now we're down to a 0, which is what we want it to be. How long does the group need to process? Okay, so 1 day to process. So, as I mentioned, I've said before, if you had any energy work, you want to drink a lot of water so that you can allow the stuff to process through you. You want to, if you feel emotions coming up, which, this time of year, there's a lot of emotions coming up. One, because most people eat a lot of sugar this time of year, and sugar is a depressant, and sugar does not allow us to be in our highest and best self. And so if you find that you're getting triggered very easily, just double check and see how much sugar you've been eating and just allow yourself to take a deep breath in and exhale, right? It's like, okay, this shortness is like this irritatedness is not me. It's just the sugar. And then just ask yourself, hey, what's the feeling that I want to feel when I'm around these people? And what can I do to focus on that? Is that I shared a bunch more really great tools in my, what's it called, podcast that we did the other night, a Facebook Live that Deb and I did the other night. I put the link in here so you can go back to watch that. It's that long and it's really, really great information to help you to have a good time around people who are a bit annoying. So in the process, if anything does come up, just, like I said, drink lots of water, acknowledge it, be like, oh, there's a feeling of discouragement right now, and it's okay that it's there. So acknowledge it, accept it, and allow it. Just say, I'm going to let it be here. And as simple as it sounds, it works every single time. Next week, what are we going to be working on next week? I have this up somewhere here. Next week, we're going to be working on, I'm okay with loving myself as I am. That can be a big one for a lot of us. So join me next week. And even if you can't join, just hit the going so that the energy work can be extended out to you. And then you can go back and watch the replay. And if you want to share it, you can share it from my personal Facebook page. If we're not friends, just find me and friend request me. But it can't be shared and watching with yourself because it's a closed group. And the energy work can only be is open to people who are in that group. So they have to join the group and then click going on the event. And that's it. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Carlene, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And I will see you all next Thursday. Bye.